Beloved, because of all the change that we've called forth, because of all the change happening now, we are seeing the destruction vividly because the skeletons are being dug up. That which has been buried, all the atrocities that were buried, which is the blood, the bones of our ancestors across the globe, they're being dug up. Because in order to rebuild, we have to excavate the land. That's what's happening now. And what we didn't consider, what a lot of people didn't consider, is that when you dig up skeletons and bones, sometimes you dig up zombies too. And we're seeing a lot of that playing out in leadership. Let's shift our focus collectively from relying upon leadership and hoping they come up with solutions, brothers and sisters. This is for those of you who know you've come here to awaken, to elevate the consciousness, to contribute towards a new earth, to destabilize this old system that has been puppeting and enslaved all of the many human beings, ancestors, and then created these castes and races to create the illusion of separation. We're all in the same boat. But if you think you're favored, maybe you will be willing to comply a little longer. And we've all seen that. At the end of the day, the pack of rabies infected dogs, they catch up with all of us, because when they've torn the flesh and bones off of that community, their hunger is not ever quenched. Their hunger only amplifies. The more they eat, the more they devour, the hungrier they get. How do we do this, beloved, in a way that serves, without getting pulled into the chaos, without getting pulled into the fear? We feel it because the bones of our ancestors are being dug up, and it's piles and piles of them. It's so much worse than our mind could ever have imagined. So we feel that trauma. Something's being awoken inside of us. But at the same time, we focus on building communities, not within a system. We're building communities, so we have to come together. We have to find our common ground that goes way beyond the color of our skin, that goes way beyond a culture, that goes way beyond. And you know what? As someone that comes from the Twe, forefathers and the slaves that built this country, a so-called colored woman, I know that my people represent that kind of diversity. And in many, many ways, we've even used that against ourselves. It's time for us all to be empowered, regardless of where you come from. We're coming together. We're going to have to create new community that is based on our ancestors' plans, what Ubuntu was. And it's always, you know what I mean? The value of that again, what it means to be community, what it means to be human, bringing back our spirituality. And those of you who have built your entire identity based on religion, such as Christianity, because that's what the colonizer told you would be valuable, you are as much a victim. A lot of your identity and a lot of your true power was stripped from you. Imagine someone comes into your house, rapes all of your women and your sons, and then steals everything, takes your possession of your home as if it's their own, and then says to you, the reason why this happened to you is because you're a sinner, because you are forsaken by God, because of your ancestors, because of the color of your skin. And now the only way to repent is to follow my God. And here's the book. And anyone in your community that goes against this, you must stand against them. You must take them apart at any cost for the God of this book, so that you can have a place in an invisible heaven one day after you die, because I'm going to take all your stuff here. That's what you deserve. And you carry that forth and you hand that down to your children because of fear. And they hand it down, and eventually it became our entire identity. And now you guys come into our comment sections and abuse us because we are telling you mental slavery, colonization goes all the way into here. And it's become a part of who we are. In the trauma that we still carry in our blood, in our bones, we need to set ourselves free from that and stop judging people based on the color of their skin, their status, how much money they make, their class, who they have sex with. That's none of your business. Stop judging people over conditional petty crap and start loving the person for the creator, because we all are created by the Father, Source, God, the one God, not a God of a particular group or a God of a particular book. We've got to start rebuilding communities. We've got to start teaching our children how to do that, to love all, to be kind and compassionate. We have to start going back to integrating the divine feminine, honoring her, loving her, protecting her in our communities. Men, we need your help with this too. And having her reconnect with the earth, teaching our children how to connect with nature and the earth once again. We've been separated from our lands. We governed agriculture, our ancestors. They had their farms. And the wealth and the abundance that grew from the earth. Medicine. And now we've been coping in a system made to poison us, to keep us separated from who we truly are. And who we are, we will see in the faces and the eyes of one another. If we have the capacity to look beyond hair, skin, whatever we deem pleasing. The world is splitting, beloved. You can see that. You can see it on your social medias. You can see it in the conversation. It is a clear split down the middle. Some, by the choices they make and the position they take, they're tuning into the evolved version of that old system, that old program. It's going to look very technologically advanced. It's going to look so like it's functioning well, but it's going to feed off of and exist off of the blood and bones of those who are plugged into it. And the other half, communities, bringing back what was stripped, what was robbed from us in the old days, supporting one another, integration, Ubuntu, growing our own food, being reconnected to our land sovereign in our own beliefs. And we will pity them in their mechanical castles, living off of and this was biblical. The mark of the beast, it's here with that chip thing, what is that? The chip that everybody must have. We're seeing these things. You have power in your own communities, in your own spaces. Start feeding that, nurturing that, and nourishing that. And remember, you being the best version of yourself is all we need. All that other stuff is falling apart anyway. You being as healthy and as good to you and as having as much love for you and taking care of yourself is all we need. Every child needed was a parent that knew how to love and take care of themselves. Our world would have been a better place. And that was the poison. Disconnecting people from their identity, who they truly are, and then from one another. Seeing one another as the enemy. Your neighbor is not your enemy. Your neighbor might be lost for now. And you don't have to accommodate that. You don't have to enable that. You can still be a peaceful resistance to that which does not serve them. They don't know it yet and does not serve you, but you can still be loving kindness. You can still be light in your spaces. Start with your body. Start with you. We need you. You matter. You are goodness. No matter what this world tells you, no matter what we see out there, there is still more goodness. We are it.